Hi brothers and sisters, today I'm going to show you how to make this Swedish Kärleksmums. I'm making this for 40 people at the funeral. It has been a storm since yesterday, so today I parked my car at the parking lot. Usually I have to park my car near the buildings because it's the closest and I could heat up my car. But because the snow is so much, I can't do it today, so I have to walk all the way in to the building by foot. Wow, look at so much snow. It's hard to imagine, right? So today I will be spending my whole day at my work in this kitchen baking for a funeral receptions. This cake is considered one of the most popular cake among the local people in this village. Kärleksmums means yummy love in Swedish. First, I have to make the base of the cake, which is a vanilla cake. Secondly, I have to make a moist chocolate cakes. And then thirdly, a glaze, which is creamy. And then lastly, the chocolate toppings. I start off by beating the egg and the sugar in low speed from the beginning. And later, I increase the speed gradually. While that is beating, let me show you how I prepared my batter. For a more moist cake, I usually like to chop up the batter, put them in a big bowl filled with some water, and then microwave it. And usually I like to measure everything beforehand so that I know that I'm not missing any ingredients or the amount. And when I do this, I prefer to be alone so that nobody will disturb me, because by talking to me, I will miscalculate. I think baking should be relaxing, not everything done in a hurry. I like to measure my thing in advance so that I won't kalang kabut. I divided the vanilla cake into two so that I could add chocolate on the other later. Maybe I'm starting to get demand, but I lately realized that I have forgotten to do certain steps. In this case, I have forgotten to film the part whereby I put the two layers of cake together. The secret of putting them together is by laying them gently. And don't you worry, everything is written in the video description. You can have them below the video. And then you want to bake them in a hot oven for 225 degrees for 10 to 15 minutes. While the cakes are cooling, let me show you how to make the creamy glaze. First, in a pot, I add some butter, some vanilla essence or vanilla powder, followed by the powdered sugar. That look a lot of sugar, right, Sia? But anyway, that is a typical Swedish fika. The Swedes love to eat sugar. They are the sugar monster. And since this is a funeral, we only die once, but we live every day, right? So as long as you are not eating this every day, I think it's okay. Now, let's see some kung fu, how I flip the cake. First, I cut the side, and then I use a parchment paper, and then use another tray and flip it over. Yeah. And then at this point, you have to kalang kabut a bit because you want to make sure that the glaze is still in liquid form. If you wait too long, it will be hardened. Okay, now let's make the chocolate toppings. If you are too lazy like me sometimes, you can put them in the microwave and warm it. But the thing with warming the chocolate in the microwave that, laziness always comes with a price. You might burn your chocolate. So you make sure that you want to check it every 30 seconds. And when the chocolate is so smooth, you can now pour them into a piping bag. Here, you also need to be a little bit of kalang kabut because you don't want the chocolate to be hardened again. Now, this is the fun part. Cut a hole in the piping bag and then just draw as much as you want, how the way you want it. Use your creativity. For me, I prefer something that is more even and balanced, so I'm concentrating more on like a squarish design. And don't worry about not perfect. It's supposed to be like this, home baked, right? And because this is a funeral, you want to be making the cake more presentable. So usually I just cut off the edges. And that is the most shook part actually. Usually I bring the edges back home for LG to taste it. And he always likes it with coffee. If you don't want to cut your cake senge, do like me. Use a piece of paper, measure everything on the dimension so that you get a perfect amount of cake on one tray. And then cut them and you see how it looks like. Professional, right? This cake is perfect for freezing, so you can do like me, use a giant plastic box, put everything in, and then you just layer it with some aluminum foil in between so that you will not be flattened. And to eat, take it out from the freezer 1 or 2 hours before you serve it. My name is Esti. I am a Singaporean living in Sweden. My channel is about trying new things. I host live streaming demonstrating how I cook dinner on alternate days at YouTube. If you think that my channel is something for you, I hope you consider subscribing. The subscribe button is below. Make sure you put the bell notification on so that you will get notified when I jump on live. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time here, and I hope to see you in my next video. See you! If you enjoy the experience with my video, here are some of the video you might want to watch. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss my next video. Hope to see you soon. Bye.